guys do. Right? Sometimes you have to let them fight. It's like two kids in a lot. You got to let them fight, and then you pull them apart. But it was unconventional. But they fought for a few days, and it was pretty vicious. And the Kurds, who are our friends, and Turkey's our friend. But they fought. It was tougher. I mean, it was nasty. And you couldn't make a deal for 15, think of it, for 15 years, 20 years, they couldn't make a deal. The Kurds didn't want to move. Turkey didn't want to budge. And Turkey was having a lot of bad things happen from this region, in all fairness to Turkey. They were having a lot of bad, but they didn't want to. Now all of a sudden they're fighting, and it's not fun having bullets going all over the place. And we went there, and we said, we want to pause. And the Kurds have been terrific. They're going to move back a little bit. We're going to keep ISIS all nice and locked up, okay? We're going to find more of them. And Turkey's all set, and President Erdogan was great, and we're going to take the worst sanctions and tariffs and everything that I put on the country. We put the worst. I mean, I don't think they could have economically survived, but that doesn't matter. President Erdogan was a gentleman. He understood it. But without a little tough love, you know what tough love is, right? Without a little tough love, they would have never made this deal. President Obama lost 1 million people in the area. 1 million people. 1 million people. So now we're during a 5-day period. We're going to see if we can get it all finalized, and I think it will be. I think it will be. So Turkey's going to be happy. The Kurds are going to be happy. ISIS is going to be unhappy. We'll deal with whoever we have to deal with, but we'll get it done, and it's a great tribute to a lot of very talented people. And thank you to Vice President Pence, and thank you to Mike Pompeo. Good job. Good job. And they're traveling back to our country by night. They're traveling back, and they'll be back soon, and we'll have a big conference on it. But it was a terrific thing, and we've taken care of a lot of religious persecution. We added that in. A lot of things are in that agreement that nobody ever thought possible. So we have to fundamentally change our approach to homeland security. As an example, in that example, nobody would have ever done that. You have to be a little bit different to do it that way. I took a lot of heat, even from some of our congressmen, even from some of our senators, but now they're all happy, and I'm happy with them. I'm happy with them. Now, I don't know what about the Democrats. The Democrats will say, oh, what a terrible. Anything we do, the Democrats will criticize. If I said, like on the China deal, we get Beijing for $1, they would say, what a terrible deal. It just doesn't work with them. You know, the wall, we spent so much time with them on the wall. And I realized about 2 weeks ago, all I had to do was say, we will never build the wall. And they would have come through and they said, we demand that you build it. It would have been so much easier. Right? Would have been so much easier, Ted. Would have been so much easier. American combat troops should not be at the center of ancient sectarian conflicts all over the world. Bring our soldiers back home. Bring our soldiers back home. The same people pushing us to fight endless wars overseas want us to open our borders to mass migration.